Behind every legend lies a reason. This is Myth and Motive.
In previous videos, we explored 4 out of 5 autonomous regions in China: Xinjiang, Inner Mongolia, Tibet, Ningxia, and today will be the final one, Guangxi. This is also the land of the ancient Baiyue people, and to this day, many Vietnamese people still live here. Let's watch today. Guangxi Province, officially the Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region, is an autonomous region located in southern China. Guangxi borders Yunnan to the west, Guizhou to the north, Hunan to the east, and Guangdong to the southeast. The area of Guangxi is 237,600 square kilometers with a population of approximately 50.37 million as of 2023. Guangxi is a mountainous region with the Nanling Range located at its northeastern border, with Yushengling and Haiyangshan being short branches of the Nanling. Closer to the center of the province are the Daijiaoshan and Daming Mountains, and to the north are the Duyangshan and Fenghuang Mountains. In the southeastern border area is the Yangkaidao Mountain Range. The highest peak in Guangxi is Nior Mountain, part of the Yushengling Range, at 2,141 meters. Many rivers cut through the mountain ranges, forming valleys. Most of these rivers belong to the Xizang River Basin. Guangxi has a short coastline, located along the Gulf of Tonkin. Guangxi has a subtropical climate, with summers typically long and hot, and an average annual temperature ranging from 17 to 23 degrees Celsius, while annual rainfall ranges from 1,250 to 1,750 millimeters. This territory became part of China in 214 BC, when the Qin dynasty army occupied most of what is now southern China. Initially called Guangmin Shilu during the Song dynasty, the area was later organized into a province with the abbreviated name Guangxi. By the end of the Yuan dynasty, and remained so for the next 6 centuries, Guangxi was part of China until it was converted into an autonomous region by the government of the People's Republic of China. For the numerous ethnic minorities residing here, in late Qing dynasty, in Baiyue County, eastern Guangxi, the Gentian uprising broke out on January 11, 1851, marking the beginning of the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom peasant uprising movement. The famous battle at Zanongguan Pass, now known as Yui Pass, on the border with Vietnam, occurred on March 23, 1885, during the Sino-French War. Here, the French forces were defeated by Chinese troops, under the command of General Feng Zikai, an event honored in Chinese national history. After the establishment of the Republic of China, Guangxi became the base of one of the most powerful warlord cliques in China, the Guangxi clique, also known as the Gui faction. Under the leadership of Lu Rongjing and others, this clique expanded its power to the neighboring provinces of Hunan and Guangdong. However, in the early 1920s, the old Guangxi clique failed and was replaced by the new Guangxi clique, led by Li Zongren and Bai Changxi. The Bei's uprising in 1929, under the leadership of Deng Xiaoping, was also a notable event in Guangxi's history. In 1944, near the end of World War II after the Ichigo Offensive, also known as the Battle of Henan-Hunan-Guangxi, Japan occupied Guangxi in an effort to seize the Hunan-Guangxi Railway and establish a link to French Indochina. They defeated and controlled several major cities in Guangxi. Guangxi was later controlled by communist forces, and the provincial government changed in December 1949. Just 2 months after the People's Republic of China was founded, in 1958, Guangxi was converted into the Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region on the proposal of Premier Zhou Enlai. This decision was made because the Zhuang people are one of the largest ethnic minorities in China, concentrated heavily in Guangxi. However, they still constitute only a small portion of the province's population. Throughout history, Guangxi was often viewed as a landlocked region without sea access. In 1952, a small portion of Guangdong's coastline was transferred to Guangxi, opening a maritime link. However, in 1955, this portion was transferred back, and in 1965 it was accepted back again. With a population of over 18 million, the Zhuang people also have more than 20 different names such as Busing, Bunong, Baiyue, and are the most populous ethnic minority in China, with a long history of development. This ethnic group originates from the ancient Baiyue community. The Zhuang people constitute 91% of the population of the Guangxi Autonomous Region. The Zhuang language belongs to the Sino, specifically the Zhuang branch, very similar to the languages of the Tay and known ethnic groups in the northern mountainous regions of Vietnam, Thai, Lao, and Shan languages in Myanmar. The Zhuang people have their own script. Since the Southern Song dynasty, a type of script formed based on Chinese characters called Tusu emerged, but was not widely used. In 1955, the Zhuang people created a phonetic script using the Latin alphabet as a basis. By November 1957, it was approved by the State Council of China and has been widely circulated to this day. The Zhuang people have a rich and colorful artistic culture. Folklore, painting, and music have all achieved great accomplishments. The Zhuang are famous for their love of singing and dancing, using songs to describe life and express their thoughts and emotions. The annual March 3rd Carnival is the most prominent festival of the Zhuang people. The custom of celebrating the March 3rd festival has a long history, originating from the Shaanxi festival during the Zhou dynasty, having been passed down and developed for over 3,000 years. The March 3rd festival of the Zhuang people has become an indispensable part of the treasure trove of distinctive traditional Chinese culture. Although an ancient ethnic group, in recent years, many Vietnamese and Chinese netizens have erupted in debates about the origins of the Zhuang people and other ethnic groups currently living in the two provinces of Guangdong and Guangxi in China. Some sources have received consensus from both sides. During the Zhou dynasty, the southern region of China, bordering present-day China-Vietnam, witnessed the existence of many non-Han tribes such as the Baiyue and O. By the Spring and Autumn period, the Yu people in the Kuaiji mountain area of Zhejiang established their kingdom of Yu. The lands of the Baiyue and Yunnan remained independent until the 12th century. Only after the Mongols conquered China and established the Yuan dynasty did Yunnan become part of China, and the Yu tribes gradually assimilated. The influence of Yu culture on Chinese culture has not been officially determined, but it is quite evident. In Zhejiang, theaters are called Yu opera stages. The Yu language is a part of the Chinese language and is often referred to as Cantonese. Some other sources claim that the Lianghuang region, including Guangdong and Guangxi, is part of the vast Baiyue territory. According to these sources, part of the Lianghuang region previously belonged to the Nanyue King, an ancient state led by Zhao Tuo. In 207 BC, after defeating Zhao Tuo, King Zhao Wu of the Chen dynasty merged the Oluo territory into Nanyue Commandery to establish the Nanyue Kingdom. By 111 BC, when the Zhao dynasty weakened, the entire territory of Nanyue came out of the Han dynasty. To this day, many people still wonder about the name Baiyue. In ancient times, from the Shang dynasty, written records only mentioned the character Yu, meaning an axe. Also a general name for non-Han southern tribes because they used axes as tools. Because there were hundreds of Yu tribes in ancient times, historical records collectively called them Baiyue. During the Shang dynasty, they were called Wuyue. During the Shang, Nanyue or Nanyue. During the Zhou, Yangyue or Jingyue. From the Warring States period, they were called Baiyue. Leaving the Baiyue tribes, we return to Guangxi. There is a very interesting fact that not everyone knows. Guangxi is where Uncle Ho wrote his prison diary. In August 1942, Nguyen Ai Quoc, under the name Ho Chi Minh, set off to return to China. As a representative of the Vietnam Independence League and the Vietnam International Anti-Aggression Division, to seek foreign aid. On the way to Suqing, Guangxi, on August 29, 1942, he was arrested by the Chiang Kai-shek government and imprisoned in nearly 30 prisons across 13 counties in Guangxi province. Over a period of 13 months, he was not released until September 10, 1943. But he remained active in Luzhou for nearly another year before conditions allowed him to return to his country. During his imprisonment, he composed 133 poems in Chinese, recorded in a notebook. Nuc Trung Nyat Ki. Currently, the Ho Chi Minh Memorial Hall is located at 76 Nam Street, Guangzhou County, Guangxi. He visited 5 times and spent considerable time staying during his activities in China, still preserving many images, documents, and artifacts about him. The Guangxi provincial government has directed to facilitate the preservation of relics related to President Ho Chi Minh within the province's territory. Establish exhibition rooms about President Ho Chi Minh at sites with events related to him. Developing relics related to President Ho Chi Minh in Guangxi is very meaningful. This not only records the deep affection of Guangxi people for Uncle Ho, but also meets the desire of Vietnamese people to better understand his revolutionary activities, thereby expanding tourism routes following his footsteps. Besides sites associated with President Ho, Guangxi, known as the world's premier scenic spot, also has other scenic attractions well worth visiting. Mentioning Guangxi brings to mind Guilin, known as the world's premier scenic spot. S reputation as the world. With green mountains, blue waters, strange haze, and peculiar rocks hailed as the Four Wonders, Guilin has karst topography, according to geological studies, about 300 million years ago. Guilin was a vast sea area, but due to crustal movements, the limestone sedimentary rocks on the seabed rose to form land. Afterward, through weathering, dissolution, and erosion, it eventually formed a mountainous region with fairyland-like scenery, deep and serene limestone caves, and mysterious underground rivers. Thus, the city has many enchanting and distinctive landscapes. Throughout the city are pristine green primeval forests, majestic and perilous peaks and caves, leaping waterfalls and streams, terraced fields on mountain slopes. Not only beautiful scenery, but the climate here is also pleasant. The annual average temperature is 19 degrees Celsius. Perhaps due to harmonious nature, Guilin women have very beautiful skin. This place is also considered one of China's regions with many beautiful women. Additionally, Guilin is an ancient cultural city with over 2,000 years of history, making it a place of extremely rich cultural depth. Topping the list of notable sites in Guilin is Jingjiang Prince City. Located right in the city center, Jingjiang Prince City is one of China's prominent 4A-rated tourist attractions. Built in 1372, this fortress with nearly 650 years of history is even older than the Forbidden City in Beijing. It was the residence of Prince Zhu Shushan, grandnephew of Ming Dynasty founder Zhu Yanzhong, the first emperor of the Ming Dynasty. The prince was in fact as Jingjiang Prince, hence the name of this fortress. For 257 years, from its construction until the end of the Ming Dynasty's golden age, 14 princes from 12 generations lived here, and because this fiefdom was named Zhu Fu, all their titles included the word Jingjiang. Wars plunged this fortress into flames many times, but to this day, Jingjiang Prince City still stands tall. One of the best preserved fortresses in China, the distinctive cultural architectural features of the Ming Dynasty remain intact. Currently, part of Jingjiang Prince City is allocated to Guangxi Normal University. Students studying here are considered extremely fortunate to daily interact with this culturally and historically valuable architectural work. Adding to Guilin's romantic charm is the crystal-clear Li River. Traveling along the Li River, we can admire blue skies and clouds, majestic mountains as if lost in a fairyland. The Li River is one of the 2 rivers in the scenic area of 2 rivers and 4 lakes, including the Li River, Baiyue River, Rong Lake, Lingshan Lake, Mulong Lake, and Gui Lake. Each river and lake has its own unique beauty. But most notable are the Sun and Moon Pagodas, 2 temple pagodas standing side by side in the middle of Lingshan Lake. The 2 pagodas stand majestically in the clear lake water, making anyone passing by stop to admire. These 2 pagodas, one is a golden pagoda, the other a silver pagoda. The easiest way to recognize those is when night falls. One pagoda emits a bronze-gold light called the Sun Pagoda, while the other emits a silver light called the Moon Pagoda. Among them, the Sun Pagoda is famous for having the world's tallest bronze pagoda spire. From afar, we can see. The Sun Pagoda has 9 stories, with a height of about 41 meters and is entirely made of bronze. Meanwhile, the Moon Pagoda is slightly shorter with 7 stories, its outer walls covered in white porcelain glaze. Beneath these 2 magnificent pagodas is the crystal-clear water of Lingsam Lake, reflecting their images mistily. There is also a glass tunnel connecting the 2 pagodas. To the west of the Litong River lies the Old Painted Cliff, a limestone mountain vividly resembling 9 horses. These mountains have inspired numerous poets and writers since ancient times. This is also the image featured on China's 20 yuan banknote. The unique aspect of China is that most regions have ancient towns, and Guangxi is no exception. Yangshuo Ancient Town, though called West Street, is considered a symbol of tranquility in the heart of Guilin. The street is only 517 meters long with a population of just 300,000, yet it welcomes millions of tourists annually. Yangshuo is a friendly ancient town on the banks of the Li River, famous for its majestic limestone mountains and a history spanning 1,400 years. This ancient town preserves many traditional architectural works, including houses with moss-covered gray tiled roofs, wooden houses with lanterns hanging at the doors, small stone-paved alleys, and ancient halls. All who have visited this place feel incredibly relaxed and peaceful, far from the hustle and bustle of daily life. Cuisine is also a distinctive cultural feature of Guangxi. Along both banks of the Li River, there are many food streets, such as Zhongshan Street and Daji Street. Guangxi has always produced and processed its own food, making it famous for its clean, fresh ingredients. When visiting, tourists can enjoy stuffed river snails. These river snails, caught directly from the Li River, are as large as ping-pong balls. Next is the specialty of Guilin, beerfish. The fish is fried and stir-fried with tea from northern Guangxi's mountains, then simmered with locally brewed beer. Other notable Guangxi delicacies include corn-wrapped duck, lemon-marinated duck, and potato stewed pork. Besides Guilin, Nanning, the capital of Guangxi, is also an unmissable destination. To date, Nanning City has a history of nearly 1,700 years. It embodies the diverse and ancient cultures of many Chinese ethnic groups. In addition to the Zhuang people, 11 other ethnic minorities live in Guangxi's capital. Each ethnic group has its own unique cultural traits, from housing and dialects to customs and traditions. The locals believe that when greeting, one should not shake hands firmly but rather keep the hand relaxed, gently, and greet the person of highest authority first. Particularly, people in Nanning and Chinese people in general strongly avoid pointing with the index finger at others when introducing them, as it is considered impolite. Instead, use the whole hand to gesture toward the person. Additionally, Nanning is known as the Green City due to its lush forests. Nanning is the city with the most forests in China, featuring vast and majestic mountain scenery, combined with a mild climate, attracting thousands of tourists each year. Currently, there are 3 Vietnamese villages in Guangxi that have existed for 500 years. The Vietnamese people are now recognized as one of China's ethnic minorities. It is even more prideful that Guangxi officials introduced the Jing ethnic group as one of the wealthiest minorities in China. Despite living in China for many years, the people here have preserved the traditional lifestyle of their ancestors, speaking ancient Vietnamese, using Nam script, and even singing folk songs in Vietnamese. Every evening, the elders of Wu Tu village gather under ancient persimmon trees to sing antiphonal songs. Thousands of antiphonal songs have been passed down orally through generations, and the elders still remember them to this day. Wu Tu village, along with 2 other villages, Shanshin and Wanwei, form the 3 islands, where the Jing people, one of China's 3 smallest ethnic minorities, reside. 5 centuries ago, early Vietnamese settlers came here to reclaim land, establish villages, and plant persimmon trees to remember their homeland. The Jing people not only brought persimmon trees, but also preserved their ancestral identity through Nile script. In the heart of Guangxi, where most people use Chinese characters, the Nam script has not faded within the Jing community. The most impressive and touching sight is perhaps the 200-year-old banyan tree in front of Wanwei village's communal house, the yearning tree of the southern land. Below the 5 characters is a poem that serves as ancestral instruction, urging future generations not to forget their ethnic origins. The story of their distant origins is accessible through historical materials, though somewhat limited. However, compelling evidence suggests that Guangxi, China, is closely related to the Baiyue ethnic group. Currently, the relationship between the Guangxi Autonomous Region and Vietnam is very positive. Both sides frequently strengthen their friendly relations through goodwill visits and enhance bilateral cooperation. Guangxi is also an attractive tourist destination. If you want to travel abroad, Guangxi is an excellent choice.
If the legend hooked you, subscribe and open the next case.